His first instinct was to conceal. Without even thinking about it, he swiveled, placing his body between Jeff and the tarp-covered heap, blocking Jeff's view. View of what? Whatever was in that hulking pile, a couple of feet high by maybe 4 feet wide, Rick knew what was on top of it. Packets of money. Packets of $100 bills. Maybe not the whole pile, that would be crazy, flat out inconceivable. Packets of money atop what? A pile of papers, maybe files. The whole pile couldn't be cash. That wasn't possible. He tossed the packet back onto the heap. He couldn't think clearly. He needed to look again, but without Jeff around. Because what he'd seen had blown his mind. He'd held in his very own hand $10,000. 100 $100 bills in one single packet. And that was just the top of the pile. Money that obviously wasn't his father's because Len had no money. "Looked like cash you were holding there," Jeff said. Something about his tone, lower and insinuating, had changed. He sounded more aggressive. A shadow obscured his face. Rick couldn't see his eyes. Rick tried to give a dismissive chuckle, but his mouth was dry and it came out, more scornful than he intended. "I wish." He clambered out of the opening in the wall, forcing Jeff to back up out of the way. "Bunch of old register receipts is what it is." "Well, let's drag it out here into the sunlight." Another time. Rick sounded weary and bored. He glanced at his watch. "I'm gonna need to get going." "Well, now hold on a sec. Do we have a deal?" "In principle, yeah. But we've got to talk about what kind of work you'll be doing, how long it's going to take, all that." "Well, sure." "I'm not thinking a gut renovation, just so you know." Rick put a hand on Jeff's shoulder, on the coarse cotton duck of his barn coat, guiding him out of the room and toward the stairs. "Minimal destruction, repairs and improvements mostly, second and third floors, paper over the cracks." "I don't know as I agree about that, Rick. There's rotten wood all down through the middle of the house, serious water damage, probably from a worn pipe boot. Water's been leaking into the ceiling for years. Or maybe it's from stopped-up gutters or leaking chimney flashing. Rain's been seeping down into the house for years, making wet spots, causing wood rot and mold. Gonna have to cut out the rotten wood and plaster in some parts. Not everywhere, just some parts." Rick groaned. "Are you serious?" "I'll take you through and show you." Rick shook his head. "I believe you, but I'm going to want you to draw up a plan. Put it down on paper so there's no misunderstanding." Sure. "How soon could you do it?" "I could get started on it tonight. Like I said, it's slow this time of year." "Sounds good," Rick said.